Salcedo, VP of Communications at SingleHop. Thanks for joining me today, Dan.
Thank you.
Good, it's nice to meet you. Now, you're with SingleHop, you're the VP of Communications. Why don't you start off by telling me a little bit about what you do for the company?
I try to get a good strategy and get a wholesome idea for the entire company on how we communicate with clients. We're a premium but low-cost provider, and so the idea is that we're having and building a close relationship with the customer. So I try to make sure that we understand what they're telling us and how we communicate to them, say tickets, Facebook, Twitter, all that, trying to get a cohesive idea for people to understand us and to feel like we are really connecting with them. So that's what I do.
You spend a lot of time on Twitter?
Yes, yeah, I have my mail here, then another screen with the web browser, and another screen with Twitter.
So how long have you been in communications for?
I've done media work for about 5-6 years on average. I recently came from the banking industry, though.
Okay.
So it's kind of getting back in the game.
Yeah.
So I did some stuff in Houston, TV and radio production.
You've probably seen it change quite a bit.
Yes, yeah, it's the big change into digital.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting squeezed in prices, but the message is even more important because everybody can hear it, and it's a lot quicker to get to people.
You're right. That's a good point. Everybody can hear it, which is sometimes what we forget.
Yes.
So SingleHop, you're based out of Chicago. You're not a particularly old company.
No.
Why don't you tell me a bit about the company, how it started, and where it's going?
Sure. SingleHop is about almost 3 years old. It started as part of the dedicated part of a larger shared hosting company, which was sold off, a Chicago shared hosting company. And the idea was to create this special premium but low-cost provider that provided extra relationship, extra value, extra control. So we have things like Leap Desktop. You can control your server right on any browser anywhere in the world, or on your mobile phone, or on your desktop. We have a little app, so you don't even need to be on a browser. So the idea is to be a little more creative, be a little edgy, as you can see from our shirts, from our marketing. It's just giving something fresh and something new, and the market has definitely reacted to it with our huge growth. Yeah,
that's what I kind of wanted to talk about next. I think you guys have a really unique, creative, and interesting approach to how you market your product. I mean, the whole idea of SingleHop, you've got a frog. You've got a frog here. What's your frog's name?
Poindexter.
Hilarious.
Poindexter Jr., yeah.
Did you bring him from Chicago?
No, we bought him a few days ago. But he's going back to Chicago.
Oh,
definitely,
cool.
yeah.
So how do you get your frog onto the plane? You're just like, I'd like to check one frog, thanks.
Supposedly, it doesn't show up in the x-rays, and I know, poor thing. But
no, it's okay.
Not animal cruelty.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure
we bought
is
hundreds
happy.
of dollars worth of stuff to make him happy.
Oh,
so.
see, yeah. Well, it's a good thing. We don't have a lot of people from PETA who turn into War TV, so I think you'll be safe, right?
Hopefully.
So, do you have any idea how they came up with this whole frog concept, or was it just kind of an off the top of the head thing?
The idea of SingleHop is the fact that we engineer our networks to have this, ideal single hop. So the only real single hop that exists is between your computer and your Wi-Fi machine.
I see.
But the idea is, one single hop to get your internet. So we have customers all over the world, Iraq, Israel, Egypt, everywhere, which explains the fact that we really engineered this network to be very quick, very reliable, on time, on demand, huge amounts of bandwidth. So the idea of single hop is like, one hop, and then what hops? Well, frogs hop, and that's how the idea developed.
No, it's good. I like it. It's cute.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's something to tag on. People remember us.
And that's the trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you guys grew 700% last year.
678%.
That is pretty good.
Yes.
So what's going on for 2010?
For 2010.
Anything new, or just more growth?
Definitely more growth. We want to have even more capabilities for our customers. When we started, it was almost vanilla with a lot of servers. Now it's way more than vanilla. I mean, they get extra care, extra control, on-demand firewall, on-demand, all sorts of things. So I think 2010 we'll be looking at even more robust product with great price, and so even harder to compete against it in the future.
Good for you. Now, let's talk a little bit about your T-shirt here. I like it. Most people, you know, have their logo and some sort of collar. But let's see. Nice, sweet close-up. Single processor server, ISO loving nerd. For long-term relationship, must love Linux, examining large log files, and an occasional FISC. FS.
File system check, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that's exactly what you meant to get across with that.
Absolutely.
Very good. So if you had any takers, any girls come up to you on the street and be like,
that's
I love Linux.
Undisclosable.
Well, I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, we definitely, whenever we go to restaurants, you know, person like selling to you is like, I want one.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a great way to start talking about what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It's the first thing that I notice, you know. I often look at men's chests, so it's a good thing that that's right there. All right, well, thanks for joining me today, Dan. It was a pleasure meeting you. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
Thank you.